In this video, we present the local activities carried out in France. Our learning process was done in 4 steps. For the first step, we dealt with discrimination, intolerance and fake news. For the first workshop, we used a game from the All Different, All Equal campaign. We started our reflection with a kind of quiz on the theme of discrimination and intolerance. The objectives of the session were to broaden our thinking on the universality of human rights. It was also about acquiring and developing our ability to read information critically and independently. Finally, it was also about developing our awareness of ethnocentrism and prejudice in ourselves and others. We have also improved our intercultural learning capacity. We continued our reflection by researching controversial historical facts. This allowed us to learn how to be vigilant about information sources and fake news. We continued and deepened our reflection on human rights by watching videos on the subject. We have thus gained a better understanding of the different dimensions and generations of human rights and the legal system that accompanies them: treaty, convention, ratification. We also understood the interdependence and indivisibility of human rights. Then, we had to be creative in introducing notions and concepts related to human rights through mime, example, peace, respect, dignity, equality. This made us aware of the difficulty of expressing concepts through mime. This difficulty is also encountered in intercultural contexts. Finally, we ended the day with a speaking game about discrimination in sport. This allowed us to improve our self-confidence and express our personal opinions, while developing our critical thinking skills. In this step we discover the project methodology. In order to be able to set up local, realistic and feasible actions, we thought through the problem tree. It is a question of posing the problem and explaining the causes and consequences. This work enabled us to go into the details of the problems raised. We discovered certain little-known realities, such as the problem of technical standards concerning accessibility for wheelchair users or the forms and issues of information for citizens, example, fake news. In this step, we learned the implementation of the project methodology. We worked on setting up an action plan for each of the objectives we targeted. 1. Informing and training young people on human rights. 2. To raise awareness among able-bodied young people about the problems of accessibility in public places for people in wheelchairs. Each action plan was developed from the different places where young people can be found. Then we listed a series of possible activities according to the characteristics of each place. To discover the results of these reflections, go to the Social Hackathon Week, which will take place in Athens, Greece, from 7 to the 12th of February 2022. Follow yourself on social networks.
38 ans, je m'appelle Michael et je suis bénévole à l'association. Je participe à ce projet car les droits humains étaient un sujet mal connu. L'état 2 m'a beaucoup intéressé car nous avons vu des vidéos avec des phrases chocs et pleines de sens, comme par exemple l'État au service du peuple. L'atelier 2 aussi c'est intéressant car nous avons fait des mimes et je me suis rendu compte qu'il était difficile de faire découvrir un droit humain sans mots. L'étape 3 me paraît beaucoup plus difficile car faire deviner la discrimination sans dévoiler le contenu.
Hello, my name is Amin. I am 20 years old. I am a volunteer at the Association aux Couleurs du Débat. I am social and like to discover. I really like the local activity because I learned a lot of things. For me, equality between people is very important, and I am for the defense and promotion of human rights.
Hello, my name is Karim. I'm 29 years old. I'm a volunteer at the Association aux Couleurs du Débat. I am a person with reduced mobility. I participate in this project because human rights are important and no. I'm interested because as a disabled person, I do not necessarily know my rights. What I like was to start with an idea for a project and go set up action. The project on wheelchair accessibility really touched me because I have been through in it more than once. That's why I'm going to do everything I can to finalize this project with is close to my heart.